Hello and welcome to Tae Kwon Do Training. I'll be your instructor for today's show, Bob Lemire. What I like to do on today's show is something a little more advanced. Normally I'm just as basic as I possibly can be with the show, so that at home you can train with me and not get either frustrated or get hurt or whatever. But today I'm going to take a couple of our basic exercises, basic techniques, and put them together, give us a combination. We're going to work on spinning today. Now, Tae Kwon Do is known for his great spinning kicks, which I always love, especially the reverse round kick, we call it. Reverse kick, spin kick. A lot of different schools call it a different name. Or spin back kick, we have a straight spin back kick. And we're going to just work with a setup, maybe a front round kick, to set up the reverse round kick or the back kick. And what I'm going to do is, it's not easy. I'm going to let you know right now, especially just doing a single reverse round kick, it takes some people years to try to get this down. But I'm going to try to get you to have your foot placement on the ground and your balance so that it's going to set you up and get you ready for it. You definitely want to make sure you stretch really well before you start doing a lot of these crazy kicks. If not, you can actually kind of strain a muscle. They say pull a muscle. Most people don't pull a muscle, but you can. Or tear a muscle. And when you tear a muscle, especially as you get older, boy, it takes a long time for them to heal. So if you stretch and warm up a little, loosen up, it helps you out to prevent any of these injuries. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start off with we'll start with the easier of the two, which is straight back kick. All right. And what we're going to do is we'll stay in our fighting stance. Right, again, we know the fighting stance, like walking, nice and relaxed, okay? Now, from this fighting stance, all right, what we're going to do is to do our back kick, right, if I was to be from this position and try to spin, see how my foot's here, all right, or my leg's position here, I'd have to turn and I'd be in my own way. I'd have to do an extra turn. So what I do is I call it cheating a little. All right, a lot of people don't know about it. And what we do is, before we do our back kick, right, get your foot in front, right? Get your foot in front. Now you're already turned. As you can see, I'm already turned. I'm spinning, all right? Then I straight back kick. All right? So if you want to just practice, all right, a back kick, all right, a spin back kick, don't practice it right from this position. All right? Practice, see how, if I was fighting my opponent, see how I'm going to be on an angle. Now I'm going to be straight with them. I'm going to fight on an angle. Now they have less to hit. I've got this to block. But I'm already, see my foot? I'm already there for the spin. All right? When you spin, you're going to spin on the ball of your foot. All right? I have sneakers on. Sometimes that's a little harder. But you learn how to float your foot. Get it up off the ground so you're not digging into the ground. We train without sneakers most of the time at the school, and there's either a rug or there's a pad. Both are different because a rug is smooth and a pad you can stick to, so you have to adapt. You have to learn how to adapt. Same thing, you go outside, you could be in sand, you could be in grass, you could be on the pavement, all different ways that you have to turn. And as I say, you can either turn keeping the ball of your foot on the ground, or you can lift it a little and make the turn. Now, if I'm standing here, right, fighting stance, I'm straight with my opponent, right? But if I'm fighting here, I'm on a little angle. I'm not here. This is flat. I call this a flat target. This isn't a flat target, right? This has got a block here, right? So when you're fighting, right, I like to, a lot of guys will want to fight straight on this way. I always like to be a little angle. It's almost like a 45-degree angle to my opponent. Okay, so if I'm in this angle, look at my foot's already there. If I'm straight, my foot's here, and it has to end up here so that I can get my turn. Because from here to turn, look at, if I turn just straight here, I've got to try to go around my own body. You don't want it. You already want to be set up. So that if I went this way, I'm already in a fighting stance going back, like I'm going to run that way. Okay, pretty easy, and it's a little trick that novice or lower belts, they don't know about unless you tell them about it. Because you can't see it. It's happened so fast. All right? So you're here, practice this move. Right? You're here, see how I keep the foot, here, and turn. That's an exercise you want to do. You're here. When you turn your body this way, keeping my full back to the opponent. Looking at my peripheral vision, so I could look here, all right, if I have to, and I try to turn, but I don't want to turn my whole body this way, all right? So you practice, all right? This is basic, all right, but it's an advanced technique, all right? Up. See how I chambered my leg, all right? All right? I'm not turning all the way, but I'm trying to look over my shoulder. I don't have to. I can kind of see peripherally this way. Because the more you turn, the more you're going to turn your whole body. And you want that straight back kick to swing back fast with your whole back to your opponent. All right, so remember, you're here. You're in a fighting stance, all right, but you're on an angle because you're ready to make the turn. And then all you got to do is spin up and pick your leg up and throw the kick out. Low, medium, high. And it's pretty easy, you know. And then you just practice lifting your leg, or you practice up and then kick, then come down. Look at, I came down, I'm ready to throw a front round kick. All right? Always be ready. So after you throw any kick, get into fighting stance. All right? To be ready. Always be ready. Not just 1, 2, a million. Just keep going. Not that you have to keep going, but you have to think, I'm going to keep kicking. So I'm going to get my body always ready in case someone's coming or I have to make another move. All right, so that spin back kick's easy, I think. All right? You practice those. Do 10 each side each day or whatever you want to do practicing. Now, you're here, all right? All right, you're here. Little front round kick. Watch. From here, little front round kick. All right? I'm in a fighting stance. Now, I might be here, but I know I'm going to do a front round kick. I'm turning my body almost straight here. All right? So I'm here, right? Here, front round kick. So here, get ready, front round kick. When I land, all right, because I'm going to do a combination. I'm here, okay? Front round kick. Look at how I've already put my foot. I've landed here so that I can turn, spin, straight back kick. Look at how I'm ready again. All right? It's just basic, but it's foot. When you have your foot in the right position, you're going to get the right spin. You're going to get the right balance. All right? Gravity's not going to throw you off. So say I went like this. Maybe I threw a kick and I landed this way. See, I threw a kick. Look at it. Now, I can't recoup from that because from here, now I got to push off. I'm off balance. You want to be front round kick here. See how I'm straight up? Front round kick here. Then all I have to do is turn. I'm in the position to throw that kick straight out. Now, if I threw the front round kick and landed here, all right, say I threw a front round kick and landed over here, I can't turn. Now, because that means I got to try to get around my leg, which is way over to the side. Okay? Sometimes I talk fast and I throw a lot of stuff out and people go, what's he talking about? But if you watch the show a couple times or you've done some of this and you do it while I'm saying, we do the exercise together, you can feel it in your body, all right? So that's how we have that pa-pa, okay? That's how we get a front round kick down, straight back kick, all right? 1, 2, front round kick. See how my foot's up here? I didn't throw a front round kick and land. When you're going to do any combination kicks, there's so much to kind of think of, but it looks easy if someone's doing it that's done it a million of them. After you do that front round kick, look at the ball of my foot. I didn't slam it down. Once you slam it down, it's like the earth sucked you down. Gravity's got you. You're fighting gravity all the time, so you have to do the little things to keep your body going, all right? Okay, so you go 1, down. I've dropped my foot. I've twisted it just a little because as I turn, see how I ended up in a fighting stance again. That's not as easy as it looks because a lot of times you're off balance and you throw a nice combination, but you're off balance. Do that. A good opponent's going to watch you. They're going to say, oh, I'll wait for him to do the spin, the front round kick, spin back kick. Then I know he's off. Then I'm going to come in for the kill. Because if you haven't hit them, they're just moving back and they're watching you. And if you land like this, boom, they come in. So hands are always up, body's kind of straight as you can, all right? And you don't even have to throw the kicks to practice it. Pick up, down, and I didn't want to throw that kick. But pick up, down, down, up. That's a nice little exercise, okay? Pick up, look at how I land, down, up, down, all right? Pick up, down, up, down. That's spin front round kick. That's front round kick, spin back kick, straight back kick. And this is big. Staying on the balls of your feet. All right, remember that. Your heels touch, your heels are on the ground, you're flat-footed. You're up here, you're a dancer. You're moving around. You're floating like a butterfly and you're stinging like a bee. All right? I like throwing that in every once in a while, especially a lot of young people have no idea what I'm talking about. And they might even say, did you hear he said float like a butterfly, sting like a bee? I didn't make that up. And if you don't know who made it up, ask someone older. They'll know. It's a great quote or whatever you might want to call it, saying. All right, so you're here, hands up. Look at it. Practice both sides, moving around, looking around at your opponent. All right. You see an opening. And like I say, you keep the kicks going. Front round kick. See how I'm here? Back kick here, and then I just keep going. I'll throw another front round kick, front snap kick. And you could do that kick with an inner crescent. All right, so whether I did it a front round, okay, whether I did it in a crescent, whether I did a push kick, I'm always going to land in the same spot. Okay? Any kick you want to do. Some kicks get you flowing in that direction. So I picked the front round kick because I'm going in that direction, which pushes, my whole body's starting to spin. You see what I'm saying? The body's spinning in that direction. That picks up speed. It's not like I would want to do a front round kick, then go around and go do the other side with the same foot. You can, and you can practice that, but the speed is not going to be there. A lot of times when we do these spin kicks, front round kick, spin back kick, or reverse round kick, or outer crescent, what you want to do is practice them is slowly in the beginning. Then pick up speed in the mirror. And watch yourself. Watch your balance. Right? Then you're hitting pads with your friend, or you're doing back and forth with your friends. The more you do it, the more you're going to feel comfortable. All right, so front round was a good one because it's going in directions. We're going to stay with that with the reverse round kick. Now, reverse round kick, same thing as the back kick, all right? Same setup. All right, so if I'm going to do a single, all right, here's my forward fighting stance, shoulders directly with my opponent. All right, I'm sparring with my opponent. I'm looking for a reverse round kick. I'm starting to cheat, getting my shoulder right in there. Right? Like I say, I can fight from this position straight, or I can fight from this position. See my shoulder? Now I call it my shoulders looking at my opponent. This is what I tell my students. I make up little things so that they can visualize what's happening with their body, okay? So I'm here, right? I just want to do a single reverse round kick, right? Watch, I'm here, my foot, right? So from here, I'm already in that position, and if I want to get into it even more, I just up, start going here and spinning. Up, reverse round kick, right? So I'm here, right? So you can practice without the kick, get the leg chambered up. Reverse round kick, some people do a wheel kick and keep the leg straight. That's fine, you practice that. I don't like that. I like a reverse round kick. It's a spin, it's chamber, spin, you're back. All right, so I'm here and it's, see how I'm back. All right, and from here, right? It's fast. I love that kick. Reverse round kick is a hard kick to learn. All right, you're here, up, kick, and down. Go midsection when you want to start in the beginning, and you're just hooking that leg around. You're here, you're hooking. Good practice is doing this for your hips every day if you can, 10, 20, right? With that, it loosens up the hips. A lot of people, if they have tight hips, tight joints, that's a hard kick to ever even do through their whole life. The hips won't allow them to get that mobility. Still practice it, and still, if you're having a hard time and they're tight, still give it the best you can. They'll loosen up a little, and just give, as I said, there's so many kicks in Tae Kwon Do. If you can't do a couple of them because of restrictions from your hips or your muscle elasticity, do what you can, all right? So don't get frustrated. That's why I don't do a lot of advanced technique, because if I get someone frustrated, they're going to, I can't do Tae Kwon Do. I can't do that kick. Well, that's fine. I've trained with a lot of people in my life, many, many years, who cannot do certain kicks, but they'll make it up on another kick that they're really good at. So if you can't do a reverse round kick or a hook kick, because your hips are restricting you, keep practicing it, but worry about some other kicks, all right? I don't want anybody to get frustrated because of the reverse round kick. So you practice reverse round kick. If you want to hold on to something, you can just hold on to something and do this. Hold on to a chair, hook, up, hook, and keep your balance, all right? Once you feel comfortable with it, you're here, just go easy, all right? See, I do the kick, and see how I get ready. A lot of times I'm dropping my hands so that you can see my face and understand what I'm saying. Try not to drop your hands. Keep your hands up as you go. All right, so your hands up. If my hands are here, you throw a punch, I'm going to be able to deflect it or stop it a little. And if you do go midsection, I'm right here, my elbows. So this protects a lot of my body, especially if you're doing spin kicks. Then if you miss, it might give your opponent a shot. If you're here, your elbow's out, and they throw a front round kick. All right? Let them hit the bottom of your elbow. They're probably going to get the worst of it. Or they hit your whole forearm with a front round kick. If you got a nice tight fist, boom. Now either their shins, their instep, which is very weak, or their toes hit these bones. All right? You do a front round kick and you hit your toes hit this right here, the whole forearm or your bone here. You're going to lose with those little baby toes or those toes that are flopping around. All right, so you have an advantage. Let them throw the front round kick. If you block it, even a punch, right? But if your hands are down here, you're going to get hit. You're going to get hurt. So if your hands are up here and your forearms and your elbows are there, they're going to worry about how hard they're going to throw that front round kick. All right? So what we're going to really concentrate on when we're practicing these kicks, all right, especially combination, is once we go up, right? See, once we go up, we kick and we come down. We try to come down almost on the opposite side, right? So we're on this side. My leg's on this side, but I want my leg on this side or close to it, all right? Some martial artists, other martial artists say, it's too much over there. I don't think so. That's the way I've done it my whole life, and I've got some fairly good speed with it, all right? They'll probably say, stay in the front. You do what you want. I think if you throw a front round kick and I'm here, I'm just turning, all right? See how I'm just turning? Now I'm in the position to just bring my leg up and throw the kick. I don't have to worry about spinning or anything. I'm already there, all right? So good way to practice again, all right? All right? Just pick your leg up. You don't have to kick. Up and down. Now, notice after I pick my leg up, I chambered it high like I was going to throw a front round kick. I put it down. Notice where I distribute my body weight to the front leg. I went here. See, I'm not back here. I went here so that as I spin and pick this leg up, again, I got to be, me and gravity are fighting all the time. Gravity wants to win, and I want to win. You see? So if I went here and stayed back here, right, and stayed back here, look at it, I'm off balance. Here, I'm straight. I can just pick this leg up. Here, I can't pick the back leg up. I'm leaning on it. It's common sense, but if you're not used to it, you're just trying to get your body in the right position. The kicks themselves, again, reverse round kick, just up, kick, and down. You practice that. And you chamber high. Up, you chamber high this way, as high as you can. If you can't chamber that high, chamber as high as you can. As high as you can, and then throw the kick. And throw the kick where it's comfortable. Don't try to throw a high section reverse round kick, especially in the beginning, if it's too tight, because you're not going to hurt yourself. Keep it low, keep it mid, all right? Keep it comfortable. Right now, you want to keep comfortable. Nice, relax. Look at, I do this all day. Nice, relax. Make it like a dance. And as you start feeling comfortable and say, all right, I can do it without getting injured, then you start picking up some speed. As I say, and then that's fun with a pad. Someone holding a pad or a heavy bag. Those are fun kicks to hit because you can put some power. All right. And so the spin reverse round kick and the spin back kick, same type of work. All right. Except the reverse round kick is swinging around, back kick you're coming in straight. So from here, back kick you're snapping straight. All right. One more time. Front round, you're snapping straight. Straight. Keep it midsection. Reverse round, you're swinging it. All right? And you're not just swinging your leg. You're swinging your whole hip. See how I'm doing? I'm swinging the whole hip. So that I'm starting at a 45-degree angle, and I'm ending at a 45-degree angle. All right? And then I'm getting right back down into my fighting stance. It's so basic, all right, what I gave you tonight, and I didn't give you much, but you get still those two kind of moves down. You got a great combination, all right, because you're set up with your front round kick, or you're set up with your front round kick is good because it's so quick, and if it does get in, it's even better. But sometimes you'll throw the front round kick when you're fighting with an opponent, right? You're here, and they're at a distance away, so you throw the front round kick to get a little closer to them, and then. And if you miss that, you front round again. All right? You set them up. You miss on purpose. And they might not know you're going to do a reverse round kick. Then they might come in, and then you just give them a pop with the reverse round kick. And the reverse round kick comes around and hits them in the side of the head. It's a really good knockout kick. Back kick, unless you went to the face with the back kick, but if you went in midsection, back kick is good to hit the midsection and to throw your partner or your opponent back. Hit him hard here. Okay? So you practice back kick alone, you practice reverse round kick alone. Just do a little of them. All right? Watch the show. The show's on always, and you can DVR the show. You do whatever you want. The show's on a lot, and I got a lot of shows on the back burner that you could watch also. If you go to DATV webpage, they'll have all the shows I've done probably in the last couple of years. Been doing the show since 1990, and I used to do 50 shows a year back in Pelham, PATV, one a week. So 30 years, and now maybe 10 years of once a week. So that's almost 500 shows right there in 10 years, in the 90s. So I've done a lot of shows. Try to keep it as basic as possible. Try to tell you the same thing at least once or twice each show that I know is really important for balance, for stretching, for the gravity, staying in tune with your surroundings and your opponent, and keeping it as simple as possible. When you keep it as simple as possible and say, oh, I want to learn advanced technique, you don't need advanced technique. If you've got good basic technique, advanced is easy. You put them together, but you have to have the basic. So you have to practice the basics almost every day. I try to do every kick I know at least 10 times each side every day, which isn't too much, but when you do all the kicks, I've done almost 200 kicks every day, and so that's keeping my body loose, keeping me practiced, and then when I want to put those kicks together, as long as I can get my foot in the right position after the first kick, then you're ready for your hands also. It's the same thing with your hands. If you turn and you're off balance like this, it's hard to punch. But if you turn and you're here, you can throw any punch you want. You can throw any hand technique you want because you're up here again. All right? Remember, this is good, this is bad. Right? This is good, this is bad. You want to stay as straight as possible. And it's funny because when I first started many, many years ago, this is how we fought. We fought in the back stance. And you were back here, and you thought that was the thing to do, and it was at the time. Then Tae Kwon Do evolved for the Olympics and speed. And then we all caught on, and we just swapped what we wanted to do for speed. And back stance turned into good fighting stance. So that's about all the time we had. It's a quick, easy lesson. We only did 4 really kicks or techniques tonight, but there's a lot involved with each technique. So until next time, have fun and train hard.